Hey guys, so today we'll be driving Kia XCeed and we'll see 160 horsepower motor, manual as you can see, two-wheel drive. We'll see how it drives, how it feels on the road. I will tell you my impressions. As far as the build quality, as you see, let us start up actually. Okay, maybe let's what we have here. As you can see, perhaps not much, I haven't used it, so the screen quality is a little bit suspect maybe, but that's just minor thing. Okay, but let's actually see. Those gauges are very nice. As you can see, you get your temperature here. You can sync it up. Material here is soft to touch, feels pretty good. As well here, dashboard is covered in this kind of vinyl, which feels pretty good. Hard plastics you can find and pretty cheap looking are here. Definitely here. This is a bit better plastic here. So, and here is a bit cheaper plastic. Overall, not bad, and the fit is actually pretty good. You can't hear any of the plastics inside when driving on bumps and such, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let's start driving and I will share maybe a bit more while driving. And you will see in the moment rear camera, not the best quality, but it is there, so that's pretty good. I would say it's pretty sufficient for this class of car. Okay, car locked itself. As you can see, the road is not the best here, and right off the bat you can notice it drives pretty smoothly on those kind of roads. It is pretty impressive, yes. And let's get on the main road to see how it handles and feels. Nice amount of power. Maybe the acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is not that impressive, but it is actually pretty good. It is actually pretty torquey motor, so you have that elasticity. Obviously you have turbocharger here, so that is that. It is definitely pretty nice to drive. The only problem is manual gearbox. I am not fan of those, so in itself this gearbox is pretty good actually. The gears are coming in a pretty precisely. The clutch, maybe it's not that forgiving, but it is not bad after driving. It is my second drive in this car, and I actually got used to it, so it is not that bad. So like I said before, the car feels pretty good on bumpy roads. The chassis is very well insulated from various unwanted noises. It is pretty impressive from that perspective. The handling may not be the best, like a sporty car, like a sedan, you know, that is low to the ground. It is not that. If in various terms its true nature might give you some signs. It is ultimately a crossover SUV, not the type of sporty car. But that said, it is in normal conditions very well planted on the road. Like you see here, I'm cruising, and again, keeps ahead, keeps straight. I don't have to stress over the steering wheel here. Everything is pretty smooth. And let's actually look at the torque here. I'm not even going to 3000 RPMs, and it's just a moment. So it is very torquey motor from low down RPM range. That is thing that I like here. And we are driving 70 kilometers per hour here. And let's take a steering here, and maybe not that sporty in terms of handling, yes, a bit of body roll, and but it is pretty predictable. That's the most important thing. For a crossover, it behaves pretty good, yes. I don't have any complaints whatsoever. I think one of the reasons this car keeps itself so nicely planted on the road and keeping straight without any effort is actually this steering. It is, like I said, well designed piece of engineering here. And actually, I heard many of the former employees of BMWs work now in Kia for chassis development and possibly steering also. So it's no mystery, the car behaves so well in those regards. It is pretty understandable because BMW always knew what they were doing in this term, So in the end, if you would ask me if this car is a good buy, if I would recommend it, to be honest, with the prices of new cars, I think it is quite a difficult question. I don't want to comment here. I don't want to take a position because new cars are really expensive, and I don't want to recommend something because I genuinely don't know if it is a good offer. I am not that familiar with current market that well to tell you that precisely. What I will tell is that I enjoyed my time with this car. It drives pretty comfortable. It is pretty well planted on the road, although the handling is not the most impressive. It is not a sedan, it is not a sports car. It will misbehave a little bit in turns and corners, it seems to me. Despite that, in normal conditions, in the traffic, car is extremely enjoyable to drive. One of the best. I drove few compact cars, Seat Arona, for example, also Renault Clio, what else? Hyundai E20, and none of them drive as well as this one, although this one is obviously crossover. Seat Arona is also a crossover. It rides the steering here. Yes, the steering here is really exceptional, I would say. It is really well balanced. It's weighted properly. Quite good piece of engineering was put in this regard. Okay guys, so I think it would be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this car, how do you like this type of video. It is first kind of video like this I've recorded, first impressions of driving a particular car. Let me know what do you think about that. See you in the next one. Peace.